Hey guys, John from the Formcast here, and today I'm bringing you this video, and today we're going to be talking about one of my favorites now after learning about this Pokemon and how good it can be, is Castform. As you can see, there's many different Castforms above on the railing, but on our team sheet. But anyway, let's look into Castform's stats. Castform has a base 17 on every stat, making him completely viable in whatever you want. He can become a wall, he can become a physical sweeper, and he can also be a special sweeper. However, physical sweeper isn't too good due to the lack of moves he does have, but I'll show you a set you could potentially use. So let's move on. The first thing that Castform works around is the move Weather Ball. So this is Castform's signature move. It has 50 base power with 100 base accuracy, and the power doubles and type varies in each weather condition. For example, if it's hailing, it's sunny, and or raining, you can get yourself a massive powerful move with stab plus 100. It'll be stab. Sorry, that was my phone. It can be stab plus 100 base power on Castform, and I'm not sure if it gets the weather condition boost, and if it does, that makes Castform such a threat. So let me show you some of the sets that I have for this Pokemon depending on each weather condition. Obviously, I'll give you some hints on Pokemon that you can use to bring this Pokemon in and try and get the conditions up, and good Pokemon that you could run with this Pokemon. Okay, so first off, and I think which is the most competitive viable, is Castform Rainy. Castform Rainy does get the best move set out of the three of them, giving it with Weather Ball, Hydro Pump, which is going to get a boost in the rain, Thunder, which has 100% accuracy in the rain, on top of 130 base power. That's freaking crazy, along with Hurricane. That was one thing that made me think oh my god, why is this Pokemon in PU? It can be so good. Though obviously with Hurricane and Thunder, you don't get the stab out of it, though the power you can get from this thing with the Scarf, making him just giving him 252, you can make this thing an absolute monster. If you baton pass a couple, obviously you could run a Life Orb and baton pass some speed onto it or some stat boosts. That would make Castform absolutely incredible. Then let's move on over to the Castform Sunny, which is pretty much the same thing. This time I'm running Weather Ball, Fire Blast, Solar Beam, and Ice Beam, because Ice Beam is alright against some certain Pokemon. For example, you could run a water type move like Hydro Pump or something to cover out rock weakness or something, but the thing is, Castform will end up only losing out from Hydro Pump due to the Sun Up. So you could also run that, but personally Ice Beam is better because it lets you get rid of them pesky ground types. Though I recommend the Choice Scarf on any of these sets just for the speed on Castform due to only having the 70 speed, and 239 special attack ain't too bad, but that can be dealt with with some baton passing. So moving on to Castform Snowy. This one isn't it's probably the least competitive viable due to the lack of moves that are boosted due to the hail. Well, I do have Blizzard because I think Blizzard gets 100% accuracy in the hail if I'm not mistaken, along with having 110 base power. Then it has Thunder just for another hard-hitting move. Then I have Weather Ball for the stat, just because it's Weather Ball and Castform's best move, and Fire Blast just in case you need to bring that and hit something really hard, but that's not going to happen too often. So this one's the least competitive one, so I recommend for the weather setters, I would recommend for Castform Rainy using a Politoed with a Damp Rock or an Eject button. An Eject button would be good because it lets you switch out, bring in Castform straight away, and wreck house with Castform, because Castform can tear up teams, along with you can put a Mega Swampert on this and bang, you get yourself an insane rain team. Then for Castform Sunny, any Pokemon will do with Drought, Ninetales, or even Mega Charizard. And for these Castform Snowy, I would recommend something like a Bomb-Snow or something, just because a Bomb-Snow is the one of the only few Pokemon that can actually set up the hail, and I'm not sure if ORAS, his hidden ability is Snow Warning and can set it up. Though those are the physical attackers and the most viable in order, being from Rainy to Snowy, being, well, Snowy being the worst and Rainy being the best. Let's move on to another thing which Castform can do very well, which is wall out other Pokemon. Castform can be an insane wall. Why? It gets cosmic power. It can boost its defenses and special defenses by 1 each stage, and making it a rest talker can be so annoying because Castform comes in, it can set up some cosmic powers. Once it gets low, bang, use rest. Whilst you're asleep, use sleep talk. And if you set up a weather condition as well, you're gonna hit even harder when that comes. That meaning that you can literally you will either get there are 3 possible options when it comes to sleep talking. You either get the rest and you fuck up, you get cosmic power and you become even more bulky, or you hit them with a really strong stab weather boosted weather ball. It's that simple. Castform can become so good just by thinking of this. And then finally, this is my physical Castform. However, this set I don't recommend at all. Why? Because Castform barely gets any moves. They all tend to be like normal type moves. The only, I think, like normal type move that it gets is Avalanche. And unless you want to make this thing really bulky, like don't put any speed into it, make it like adamant with like all your hit points into that and lower its speed, Castform gets 344 in physical and HP, so it's not like too good, but and then you could get rid of this call. Sorry guys, my brother walked in, needed to get something from the room. So what was I? Oh yeah, an item that you can run for this thing, I would really recommend having like a leftover or something, because with this thing you are not going to be able to really eat too many hits. But with that being said, guys, that's really Castform. Obviously there's different ways to run a Castform, but personally my favorite will be Castform Rainy, and you will probably see me using a Rain team for a little while, trying out this Castform Rainy and absolutely destroying people with this. So guys, with that being said, I'll see you guys with the next Pokemon. But guys, make sure to leave a comment down below with the next Pokemon you want to see. But with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one.